Okay. I erased the household to metric because it's not household to metric. I'm going to talk about another two systems called Apothecary and say Avoirdupois. Avoirdupois. She, huh? Apothecary. Say apothecary. Okay. These are two units. Okay. Used in the old days in pharmacy. Okay. Or in chemistry. Okay. Old units. And I'm going to talk about one of those units. And it's called grains. Grains is a unit of measurement that falls under both Avoirdupois and apothecary. Okay. Some countries call a pharmacy apothecary. In Germany, it's called Apotheke. Okay. Why? Because back in the day, apothecary is you come to the pharmacy, you say, these are the things that I feel, my symptoms, my signs, okay, and then they make up something. Perfect timing, sequence 3 compounding. Okay. Some Latin American countries, or many Latin American countries, I should say, still do that. You go to a pharmacy, you tell them what you're feeling, they mix up something. That's still interesting. Sequence 4 is customer service. We're going to talk about like the different cultures, how they do pharmacy in their cultures. Very interesting. I'll take you around. Okay. So grains is a unit of measurement that falls under apothecary. It's a unit for apothecary. It's a unit for Avoirdupois as well. Just know that these are old systems. Okay. I want you to know, freshmen, this is one of the most dangerous conversions that you'll ever learn. First thing, grains symbol is lowercase g and lowercase r. Okay. Why is it dangerous? It is not to be mistaken with grams. It's not the same. No. Okay? Not the same as grams. Grains will always have the unit GR. And grams abbreviations are as follows. Capital G, lowercase g, capital G, lowercase m, lowercase gm. These are all acceptable abbreviations for grams, but they're not the same. Okay? But they're not the same at all. Okay? Grams is metric. Grains is apothecary and Avoirdupois. Okay? So this is one of the most dangerous conversions. You will notice when you see the unit grains, you see how we say 100 grams, right? For grains, it's the other way around. You will see GR first, the unit first, and then Roman numerals. You did Roman numerals with Miss J, right? So GR and then VI, 6 grains. This means 6 grains. You follow? Okay. What is the conversion that we use for grains to metric? And here it goes. There's a couple. Okay, there's actually 3. 1 grain, to be precise, is 64.8 milligrams. That's why many tests or textbooks use 1 grain is 65 milligrams, just so it's a whole number easier to remember. Okay. But 1 grain may also be 60 milligrams. Miss L, that's so confusing. Why the difference? History. Okay. Back in the day, bless you. You'll attach this to the leaves. Okay. Bless you. So the measurement grains, there has to be a reference. How much a drug weighs, right? It's a grain that they use. History, according to history, it's a grain of barley. Just like a grain of rice. I haven't seen a grain of barley in my life. Who has? Just like a grain of rice, they don't manufacture it. in the same exact size and weight, right? Just like there's long grain rice, there's I call it a fat rice, like almost a circle one. And now there's even different colors of rice. There's purple rice, black rice, brown rice, all of that fun stuff. Okay, just like rice as a grain, they come in different weights or sizes. That's why the difference. But here's what I want you to remember. This conversion, 1 grain to 60 milligrams, is for nitroglycerin. The question is specific on the test. Nitroglycerin, you use this. Do not flip-flop your conversion factors. It's 1 grain to 60 milligrams. So if I were you, get a grain of barley, if you have some, and put 60 on it. A grain, 60 milligrams. Okay? That's for nitroglycerin. We usually use 64.8 or 65 for phenobarbital. Call it Barbie doll, Barbie doll. Okay? So she pictured a Barbie doll having seizures. Because barbiturates are seizures. Is that cool, right? I did that. Okay. And what were we doing this morning? Thyroid meds. This usually is the conversion. Okay. Our dogs may even have seizures. But we give them the same meds. Okay? For thyroid problems. Okay. So no, on a test, if it's specific, they said nitroglycerin, use this. Other than that, 64.8 or 65. How do you know when to use it? This specific. Okay. If it's not given, if it just says drug X, try both or use one and choose the letter answer, then choose the letter that's closest to your final answer. As long as you did the math right. Use ratio and proportion, don't multiply or divide. Try to stop doing that. Okay. I have here some practice problems on grains to milligrams. Your test paper, the practice worksheet that you're going to get will say 1 grain is 60 milligrams, which means all of the practice pertains to what? Nitroglycerin. That clear? Okay. Let's do 8 grains. 8 grains. I'll just do ratio and proportion. Okay. I know that 1 grain using nitroglycerin is 60 milligrams. To convert 8 grains to milligrams, okay, what will I put on top? 8. What will I put at the bottom? XMG. By setting it up ratio and proportion, it showed me that I have to multiply foolproof. Okay. Same with, so the answer here is 480 milligrams. Okay. I'm not even going to do dimensional analysis anymore. Okay. Because I saw the raising of the hands out of 16 to raised hands and not even sure yet if they're going to raise their hands or not. So I'll stick with ratio proportion. Okay. Next one. What if it's a fraction? Like this one. You guys panic when you see fraction. Don't. Okay. So I have here 1/50th of a grain. Convert to milligrams. Don't panic. This is what I do. I convert this fraction first into a decimal. Then proceed with ratio and proportion. Okay? If I convert this to decimal, but don't forget to convert after that because you're just converting the fraction into a decimal. And whatever answer you get is still a grain. You haven't converted that to milligrams. Is that clear? 1 divided by 150 is? Okay. Now I have this number 0.00. I'm banking on you. I didn't use a calculator. Yes, that's correct. 0.0066 or 67. Now you have to convert this to milligrams. And how do we do that? 1 grain ratio and proportion is to 60 milligrams as to 0.0067 grains is to XMG. What did it show you? You have to multiply or divide? And the answer is? 0.4. Who got 0.4 mg?
Good job.
Okay. Let me give you some in-class work. Use a grain of 60 milligrams, meaning these are all nitroglycerins. Lucas here.
Zoe.
No. Kill this here. Okay. Let me just end this one.